Who were you? Did you look up to say, oh, this is what a wife's supposed to be. This is what a husband's supposed to be. This is how a marriage is supposed to be.
I think that again, being like my parents are very traditional, but also they are very, old school. And being Hispanic, there's a lot of things that we don't talk about at home.
Mm.
Um, Today, I understand like my parents did the best they could
Yeah,
for what they had, but it wasn't like we had conversations about those things,
yeah.
you know? So most of, my grandmother, her husband died, so she was a single mom to five kids. So to
Okay,
me, she was a very strong, hardworking woman.
okay.
And yeah, I think that I got married because there's a stigma also in the Hispanic community
Mm.
that if you're a single mom, like your value as a woman decreases, or you're not as valuable to a
Okay.
man if you have someone else's kid, all those
Yeah,
things.
yeah. Cultural influence.
So I think that that kind of affected me,
Okay.
my what I thought like my self-worth was.
Right.
And I mean, the thing that I did know since being a little girl, I can remember like being 3 or 4, I wanted to be a mother. Like I was already playing dolls, and I was already,
Hmm.
putting something under my pajamas, thinking I was pregnant. I
Right.
used to say I'm gonna have 10 kids.
Yeah.
I was always very motherly, and what I did know is that I wanted a husband. I wanted to be a wife.
Mm. Okay.
That I did know that, and I think, when I got married, apparently, the person that I met was going to be able to offer me what I thought I wanted, which was a family
Yeah.
and, the role of a father to my daughter.
Understand. Understand.
So I kind of said, well, this is what I always wanted.
Right.
Hmm.
Did you get any premarital counseling back then? Did you get
No,
any? That's not part of our culture, right? We don't. No
no.
one does that. Where did you have a big wedding?
Um, I mean, yeah,
Okay.
kind of. I mean, and same thing. Like my dad, my parents were not happy at all. And
Mm.
also, even if I had my daughter, they were still very strict with me. So as a 22, 21,
Mm-hmm.
23-year-old girl, I couldn't go overnight on weekends.
Even though you had a kid.
Yes. So
Okay.
then in my head again, well, that was solve that problem. I'm not going to have to ask permission if I'm married
So,
to be,
so
like the logical way of thinking, like,
yeah. No. Yeah.
or
Yeah.
illogical.
Yeah.
So
No.
it
It's
wasn't like the right reasons.
yeah.